solving for a radical equation over here, right? So we have 2 times square root of 4x plus 1 plus 5 equals to x plus 9, all right? So what we're trying to do here is to be able to leave the radical expression alone. That means the radical expression, we want to leave it by itself on the left side of the equal sign. And to do that, that means we have to cancel 5. We got to cancel 2. All right? So we do with the 5 first. So by doing negative 5 both sides. This is out. So we end up with 2 square root of 4x plus 1. That is equal to what? X plus 4. Because 9 minus 5 is 4. All right? So once we do that, the next thing to do is, remember, we want to leave the radical expression alone. So that means 2 got to go. By doing what? Naturally, we can think about dividing both sides by 2. But in this case, once we do that, then we're going to have a fraction expression. Do we want a fractional expression? I don't think at this point, okay? It doesn't matter. You can still have it and deal with it, but it's better to avoid it if you can for now. So that means what? So that means we can square both sides because remember, our goal here is to be able to remove the radical. And to remove the radical, that means we can square both sides of the equal sign, correct? So that will give us what? So 2 to the second power is 2 by 2, which is 4. And then that will be times 4x plus 1. Because remember, these also will be crossed out. And that will be equal to what then? So that will be x plus 4 times x plus 4. And of course, for those who know how to apply the property of an expression to second power, you can go along with that very quickly. You don't need to go through multiplying the 2 factors. All right? So let's go. So then we have 4 times 4, which is what? 16x. 4 times 1, which is 4. So that's plus 4. That is equal to what? So here we are. We have x times x, which is x squared. X times 4, which is plus 4x. All right? Then 4 times x is plus 4x. And then 4 times 4, which is then 16. All right? So then you got to combine all like terms together. That means you're doing this one here. So you end up with 16x plus 4. That is equal to x squared plus 8x plus 16. And once we have that, that means we still got to continue to combine like terms. So, but we have the x squared on the right side of the equal sign. So it's better to then combine everything on the right side of the equal sign so that we can have everything on that side, okay? So on the right side, everybody's going there. So that means 16 is going there as well. 16x by negative 16x both sides. This is out, so you have 4 equals to what? X to the second power. So 8 minus 16 will give you what? It's going to give you minus 8x, then plus 16. And don't forget, you're not finished because the 4 also got to combine with the 16. So it's negative 4 both sides. That is 0, and then you end up with what? X to the second power minus 8x, and then 16 minus 4 is going to give us what? It's going to give us positive 12. All right? So that means you have 0 equals to x to the second power minus 8x plus 12, which is then a quadratic equation to deal with. So for those who love to deal with quadratic equation and they're using the quadratic formula, that is fine. Go ahead and then do it. For those who like to see if you can factor it before doing anything else is also fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can factor that. So we have an AC method because we're dealing with a trinomial over here. So A is 1, B is negative 8, C is positive 12. So 1 times positive 12 is going to give us 12. So we're looking for, so we end up with 0 equals to x squared minus 8x plus 12. So the two numbers, 1 times 12 is 12. So we're looking for two numbers where when you multiply them up, you get positive 12. When you add them up, you get negative 8. What could be those two numbers, right? So those are factors of 12. Factors of 12, what do we have? We got 3 by 4. We got 2 times 6. We got 12 times 1, for example. All right? So when we look at them, which ones could be add up together to give you negative 8? All right? So by now, if you have been working on factoring these kinds of problems and using this method, the AC method, correct? So you should be able to just get it, because in this case, that's -2, -6. Why? Because -2 times -6 is +12, and -2 plus -6 is going to give you -8. And once you do that, that's it. You have x minus 2 times x minus 6 equals to 0. And then you can say x minus 2 equals to 0, and then you have x minus 6 equals to 0. So x minus 2, that will give us, of course, x plus x equals to +2. And then for this one here, x is going to give us +6. Okay? So these are the two potential answers, right? So these are not the final answers yet, ladies and gentlemen, potential answers, because we're going to have to check. So anytime that we're dealing with radical equations, we're checking our answers. All right? So checking the first one here, that means go back to the original equation, which is then 2 times, so we have 2 times square root of 4 times 2, plus 1, all right, plus 5, that is equal to what? That is equal to 2 plus 9. That's for the first one. So what's going to happen is then we have 2 times square root of what? 4 times 2, which is 8, 8 plus 1, which is 9, then plus 5 equals to 2 plus 9, which is what? 11. So the left side is supposed to be equal to the right side. So we should have 11 both sides, right? So square root of 9 is what? 3. So we multiply 2 by 3, which is what? 6. We good? All right, so it's 6 plus 5 should be equal to 11. 11 equals to 11. And that is a true statement. So if this is a true statement, that means this answer here, x equals to 2, is good. All right? So now we're going to do the second one, because we got to check both. All right? So I'm going to need some space here. So then for this one, so we're doing what? The same thing. So we got 2. So we're checking for x equals to 6, okay? So this one is for the first one. This one is going to be for the second one. So we have 2 times square root of 4 times, so that's 6 in this case, sorry. So it's going to be 4 times 6 plus 1. Okay, under the radical plus 5. And that should be equal to what? So instead of having 2, we got 6 plus 9. All right, we're good? Okay, so that would give us what? That would give us 2 times what is square root of 4 times 6, which is 24, plus 1, which is 25. So it's 2 times square root of 25. Then plus 5 should be equal to 6 plus 9, which is 15. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this side should give us also 15 for it to be a true statement. If not, it's going to be a false statement. So what is square root of 25? 5. And 5 times 2 is 10. So 10 plus 5 should be equal to 15. So we have 10 plus 5, which is 15, equals to 15. So this also, ladies and gentlemen, is a true statement. So that means that x equals to 6 also is indeed one of your answers. So we have the two solutions, x equals to 2, x equals to 6, which are the solutions in this case. So these two solutions are good. All right? So thank you.